It was a night to honor the best of the best. The 79th Annual Tony Awards delivered memorable moments, reunions, emotional speeches, and plenty of surprises. And here with us this morning with a look back at Broadway's biggest night is Keith Price, comedian, writer, and host of Keith Price's Curtain Call. Good morning to you,
Good
Keith.
morning.
So great to have you here this morning.
First of all, thank you for having me. This is so exciting. You just don't even understand how excited I am about being here today.
Well, I love to have you here. Let's talk, first of all, about Pink. What a host. She's never been on Broadway before, and if this was an audition,
Baby,
that woman has a role.
Listen, when she started off at the top swinging around like Peter Pan, and then she comes back and she's giving you Velma Kelly, it's sort of like if that was an audition, baby, whatever producers are watching, y'all better hire her.
And what an opening number, right?
Everybody there. Everybody, every cast member from practically every show that has a dance number and a routine in it was there. And it was absolutely magnificent to behold. Just because, again, we are in this period right now where we need to be celebrating a whole lot of stuff because there's a lot of really horrible things going on in the world. And to watch that last night was just absolutely amazing.
It was. Absolutely amazing. It was awesome. But the night, belonged to Death of a Salesman. Top honors. Right, 6 awards.
6 awards. What is it? Best featured actress with Laurie Metcalf, best revival, best costume, scenic design. I mean, it had a whole bunch of really great things. But what's so interesting is that, of course, that's one of the shows that's produced by someone who we shall leave nameless in this moment. That people are still surprised that it managed to get this far. But you know what? A good play is a good play, and you can't deny a good play when it's there.
Yeah.
So.
And not a huge surprise. Ragtime's leading man, Joshua Henry, after being nominated 4 times. I told him last night, I'm like, 4th time's the charm. He's like, who said that? I'm like, me. So let's get it done. And he did.
And he did. And he did. And the thing is that it was a really tough competition in that category because I'm also a big Nicholas Christopher fan who in Chess, if y'all have not gone to see Chess because it's closing soon, but y'all better go and see him give you that note at the end of that number because it's amazing. And the thing that he's doing that 8 shows a week too. But Joshua Henry has put in the time. Joshua Henry's in everything, and what a beautiful speech.
Let's listen to part of his speech.
Oh. Every artist in this room, every artist at home, fight, fight, fight to be heard. I want to dedicate this to Birgit Fiervante, my first voice teacher. She's here today. She gave me free voice lessons and told me I could do this when I didn't even know what she was talking about. I love you so much.
I don't know if there was a dry eye in the house last night. And of course, his co-star Casey Levy from Ragtime also won. Pretty interesting too, because she also was supposed to be in another show, The Lost Boys.
Isn't that crazy? She was cast to do the role in Lost Boys that Shoshana Bean has, and then. Right when Ragtime finished the Encores thing, they were like, well, we're going to take this to Broadway. And she's like, well, I think I'm going to go to Broadway with this show that I'm already in versus something new that I have to really work hard and develop. And now watching both her and Shoshana Bean walk away with the awards for the shows that they were both in is just a testament of what's meant for you is meant for you. And so, wow, congratulations to both of them.
Yeah, and let's talk about Schmigadoon. They did quite well also among the 3 other Tonys that won for Best Musical.
Best musical.
It had really something for everybody.
Well, that's the whole point. Like with a show like this, it's a classic retelling of a really fun story that they've kind of put the elements of old musical theater in. Classic choreography, Christopher Gattelli. He did not win the Tony, although I thought he was probably going to because of everything else leading up to that. But shout out to Omari and Arturo for winning for Cats.
Yes.
And but these guys, this is an amazing show as well. This show is beautiful, it's wonderful, and it's also a show, if you think about it, that can travel a lot easier than something like a Lost Boys. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying, because those Tony voters, when they do this Best Musical, Best Play, they're looking at things that can go to these regional theaters that can actually fit and not destroy their theaters for the 2 weeks that they're going to be there. So, it's amazing. It was just a wonderful night last night.
And let's talk about Best Play, Liberation.
Oh, Liberation, Best Walls Play. I, work sometimes as a front of house and usher, and I got to usher this particular show.
Oh, wow.
And I got to tell you, this show was the most powerful piece to see, especially when it's written by women and you see all these women on the stage. It was just done so well. And Betsy Adom, of course, is one of my particular favorite people.
Oh, yeah.
And Kayla Davion, who's also in there as well. But that show, you know, she's the fourth woman ever to win the Pulitzer Prize as well as the Best Tony Award for Best Play.
And it's been like 40 years or something
yeah,
since a
like
woman won that.
It was like, who was it? Wendy Wasserstein, I think it was before this. And so, oh no, Yasmina Razor for God of Carnage was before this, and then that. But it's only 4.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of women have won the Pulitzer Prizes, lots of them won Best Tonys, but never have they won both. So.
But let's talk, you were just mentioning the Cats of the Jellicle Ball, the great moment, including Queen Jean winning for Best Costumes.
Arturo,
what a night for them.
It was wonderful. The first trans trans-identified, trans-living person to win a Tony Award. And hopefully as time goes on, that's not going to be a new thing. That's not going to be unique. What
was so funny, I spoke with Andrew Lloyd Webber last night, and he said, if you would have told me a year ago that I'd be on this carpet talking about Cats being nominated for Tonys, he's like, I would have never believed you.
You know, the thing is, though, I really felt that it was going to win Best Revival only because it truly, when you say revival, like they literally CPR'd that thing. They just gave that an entire whole new life, because people who know the original show, when they saw this, they were like, this is nothing like I remember. And I'm like, yes, it's nothing like you remember. And it's a beautiful advance in terms of dance by bringing ballroom culture onto the Broadway stage from the, you know, it's only 100 or so blocks away from where all of that stuff originated, and for it to take 60-something years for it to get from 125th Street to 42nd Street, it's an amazing journey.
We could talk for hours, but before we let you go, any snubs in your opinion last night?
Well, the Two Strangers with the Cake got nothing. I feel like Cats should have won Best Musical. I feel like that's the biggest snub for me. I would have loved to have seen a tie between them and Christopher Gattelli, because I think it's two very varying styles, but both are at the top of the game for both of them. So, you know, there's that. And again, it's sort of like when it's all said and done, I'm just so happy that there's just so much different theater happening, so that anybody and everybody who wants to come to New York, come to see a show, can see something that they like, and not just what everybody's telling them they should see. Although I'm telling you, you should see Cats of Jellicle Ball.
I'm telling you that too. Anyway, Keith, thanks so much for coming in.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. This is absolutely an honor.
And we'll see you again on Broadway.
Absolutely.
All right. And be sure to check out Keith Price's Curtain Call.